Have you looked at any of the statistics about how unsafe gas stations are for women?
Alright, so here's your scenario. It's midnight and your tank is empty. You have no options but to pull into this gas station. It's not very well lit, and there's some shady dude standing by the front door. Now, for this scenario, you're unarmed, no pepper spray, no knife, nothing. First thing that you need to do, get on the phone with somebody that you trust, give them your location, stay on the phone with them the entire time while you're at this gas station. Also, make sure you give them a really good description of what this shady guy looks like. Alright, so now you pull into this gas station, you've already gotten out of your car, and you started pumping your gas. At this point, you are the most vulnerable that you will ever be at this gas station. Now you realize that this guy started walking towards you. If you don't have anything that you can use as a weapon, time to improvise. There's nothing wrong with using your keys or even a pen. Another option is grab the nozzle to the gasoline. But once you realize that this guy started walking towards you, it's time to look mean. Most people, including criminals, hate long-term eye contact. They want easy victims that look weak. Chances are, squaring up your body and looking at this person for an extended period of time will make them uncomfortable and they'll walk away. Now, for argument's sake, we're going to say that he keeps walking towards you. Again, you're on the phone with your best friend. Now he reaches out and he says, "Hey, can you spare a couple bucks?" Now you don't know this guy and you don't know what his intentions are. So the next thing I need you to do is get your best bitch voice out and yell at him, "I have nothing for you. Go away." Remember, it is okay to be rude to people that you don't know. This was an actual scenario where my wife was involved. Everything that I just told you, she did, and it worked. Something to remember. If you look like you know what you're doing, and you look like you're willing to do it, most people won't mess with you. Now, in the event that this guy continues to walk towards you, you've already now, at this point, told him that you don't have anything for him. You've also already told him to go away. If he's not doing that, you can assume that his intentions are bad. So you do not let him in your 3-foot bubble. If he gets anywhere close to your 3-foot bubble and you've made your intentions clear, you strike. You do not have to sit around and wait for something to happen. I wouldn't worry too much about what law enforcement's going to think. You have a witness on the phone. In the event that you feel like that you have to strike hard, strike fast. I do not recommend throwing a haymaker. Most people know that that's coming, and they also know how to block it. It's just instinct. Groin shots are good. What works better? The eyes. If you don't have a pen or you don't have keys in your hand, use your thumbs. 99% of the time, they're not going to see that coming, and if you're successful, he's not going to see much of anything. Now, a lot of people might say, well, you just take the pump out and you get back in your car and you leave. That's an option, but he might not give you that kind of time. What's important to note here is always be situationally aware. Pay attention to what's around you. It just might save your life. This is also why I recommend you carry something, whether it be a knife, firearm, or pepper spray. In this situation, pepper spray is probably going to be your best option. I mentioned somebody below. If you go to his, he actually has pepper spray, and I believe he actually has a discount code for it. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a comment and be happy to answer them. Remember, when the worst case scenario happens, the last thing that you want to be is useless.